think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video, and in today's video we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about what I think is the biggest problem with Destiny 2 PvP today. So why are we looking at the private match screen? Well, it's very simple. We're going to be looking at the maps available in Destiny 2. And yes, that is what I think is the biggest problem with Destiny 2 PvP. It is the maps that we have to play on. Now, I was going to actually go through each map and tell you whether I thought they were good or bad, but I figured that would, make it quite a longed out thing. And, we don't want to do that. So I thought I would do something slightly differently, okay? There are 4 pages of maps, right? So there are 24 maps. And of these 24 maps, we've got Manifall, Burnout, Convergence. We have Distant Shore. So, okay, so you've got your 4 maps. So you've got 20 Destiny 2 vanilla maps, okay? They're originally designed for Destiny 2. Now, of those maps, I am simply going to point out the ones that I think are good maps, okay? That's what I'm going to do. So on this first page, which maps do we have from vanilla Destiny 2 that I like? Okay, Dead Cliffs is a great map, guys. You can snipe, you can shotgun, you can flank, you can rotate, you can make plays, you can get close, you can keep your distance. It's a well-designed map. Accommodates different play styles and has a good flow and rhythm to it. Good map. We've got Endless Vale. Again, for similar reasons to Dead Cliffs, I think this is a good map. It's not too big, it's not too small. It encourages sniping, it encourages mid-range playstyle. It's very, very accommodating to shotgunners, obviously in the middle. But if you play on the outside, you can keep your distance relatively well, in my opinion. We've got Eternity. I just did Endless Vale. And Eternity is a countdown only game mode, which I think is a very good thing. It's designed for one mode, therefore you can only play it in one mode. Unlike Equinox, for example, or any of the maps that were introduced in Forsaken 6 months ago. They were all designed with the now removed Breakthrough game mode in mind, and that mode is no longer in the game, but these maps still are. And what does that mean? It means you're playing maps that are not meant to be played in those modes, like Control and Clash. Equinox on Clash, dude? Equinox Survival in Comp, which has thankfully been removed. Dude, Firebase Echo Clash? Have you guys, guys, this is really bad. If you make a mode for a map and then you remove that mode and leave the map and you don't introduce any new maps on top of that for 6 months, it leads to this situation where I'm going through the pages and I'm not going to pick too many maps that I like. Back to my original point, Eternity is a good map because it was designed for a game mode and it plays well in that game mode, in my opinion. Eternity is a great countdown map, one of the few that is very good. Of all of these maps, I would say Javelin 4 is a fantastic map. One of my favorite maps, easily, probably the favorite map. Works well, you can snipe, you can shotgun, you can be aggressive, you can be patient, you can play whatever style you want. As long as you're smart, you can do well on this map. All the hallmarks of a good map: good flow, good rhythm, doesn't encourage too much laning, doesn't encourage too much camping, doesn't encourage too much mindless aping as well. You can get caught out by a smart player. Everything about Javelin 4 is just top stuff there. Bungie nailed Javelin 4. Okay, on to page 4. I would say Wormhaven is a great map for me. Wormhaven works well in almost every single game mode it's in. The only mode I think it doesn't work well in is competitive control. But aside from that, I think I have a good time on Wormhaven. It's a good map, well designed, a little bit of verticality, different angles, different routes, different entry points. It's a solid map. The only place it doesn't work, in my opinion, is in competitive, when a team can just hold down the bridge. And in 4v4 it's a lot easier to do that. In 6v6 I think the map has a better flow, personally. I actually like Wormhaven. But guys, that's basically it, man. If I'm to look at the rest of these maps, I don't have much good to say. I think the rework they made to Retribution made it pretty decent. I will say that. But Vostok, oh man, Vostok, oh man. Solitude isn't, Shotgun Heaven, Radiant Cliffs, Pacifica. I mean, I don't mind Pacifica, if I'm being honest. I don't mind Pacifica. Midtown, again, Midtown's okay. I do recall hearing the Bungie devs, the PvP devs, saying Midtown is equivalent to Rusted Lands to them in D1, in the sense that it's one of the first maps that they designed for the respective games. Rusted Lands are working on from the beginning. Midtown they're working on from the beginning in D2 is development cycle. And I think, all due respect, that comparison alone kind of encapsulates the chasm in quality between Destiny 1 maps and Destiny 2 maps. The Destiny 1 maps are just they're just on another level. If I was to do the same thing now with Destiny 1 maps, I'd be picking multiple maps per page and why I think they're good. And there'd be a handful of bad maps as well, mainly in year 2 and 3. Bad maps were introduced, but the year 1 vanilla, selection of maps from Destiny 1 has to go down as one of the best, selections of maps in a first-person shooter ever. If you really think about it and look at it, how good some of those maps were, especially in comparison to their counterparts. Legion's Gulch, guys. The Fortress, like Firebase Echo. Guys, this is the problem. And I think, it's so obvious to me now. The issue is, and this is where I'm going to actually start giving Bungie a huge amount of credit, is obviously these maps were designed with 4v4 double primary, gameplay in mind. It didn't work. Bungie recognized that. They went above and beyond, in my opinion, to make such huge changes to the, entire sandbox in such a short space of time. Trust me, guys, they had to, bust their ass to make that happen, man. I am telling you, this is not a small thing that happened over the summer. And while some of you might be saying, oh, I missed that double primary shit, trust me, dudes, the game is way better now. Even with your Not Forgottens, even with your shotguns and, wave splitter, whatever, it's in a much better place, but we just don't have the correct sandbox in which to enjoy it. Oh, sorry, not the correct sandbox, the correct maps in which to enjoy the sandbox is what I meant to say. That is what's missing right now in the game. And yes, look, Not Forgotten, Luna's Howl, I think particularly Not Forgotten, I think it needs to be looked at. I think the two other issues, if I was in charge, the two other things I would personally look at right now in this sandbox are these two things right here. Supers have too much health. You need to take them back to how they were in Destiny 1. A sniper headshot should kill you, a shotgun melee should kill you. You need to be punished for, popping your super in a stupid place. There's no reason to reward people for being dumb. That just doesn't encourage good gameplay. If you're a developer of your game, make it so people have to learn how to use their brain when they pop a super. If you're, too slow to react and you pop your super in a bad place, that should be a guaranteed death. In Destiny 1, you had to use your brain before you popped your super 9 times out of 10. In Destiny 2, a dude can run up to you, tank bullets as he's running up to you, pop his super, tank a shotgun, and just kill you. It's just way out of whack, and it needs to change. It needs to change. When I'm not playing on a Sentinel Titan, it really hits home to me how stupid supers are. Because when I'm on the Sentinel, I'm usually running a lot of grenade mods. I can shut down supers, all the time. But when I'm on another subclass, I realize how, helpless you feel when you don't have your super of your own and someone's running at you with the spectral blades. You're just fucked. There's nothing you can do, and that needs to change badly. The other thing, of course, is 180 RPM hand cannons on console, I believe, are just too good. I think the fact that Icalos hand cannon overshadowing Thorn, the weapon that people are using Icalos for to get, right? People are using the Icalos to get the Thorn, and then you get the Thorn, and the other dudes who are trying to get their Thorn, they're just gunning you down with the Icalos hand cannon. There's clearly something wrong there, guys. There's clearly something wrong there, in my opinion. Obviously, we've got some Destiny 1 gameplay in the background, and it's showing a variety of different maps. I thought I would let this play out for a couple more minutes and just look at the difference in quality of the maps. Although ignore the quality of the video. This is a very old video, by the way, so sorry for not the gleaming 1080p quality. But anyway, guys, that's basically all I had to say. Is the maps, those two issues I just spoke about at the end there, they're the biggest problems in my opinion with PvP. If you agree, let me know in the comment section. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. Let's just be civil about it. Let's not get at each other's throats. Everybody loves this game. Bungie have done a fantastic job with Destiny overall. It gets a lot of criticism, and I think they deserve criticism. On the PvP side of things, at the moment, it's not getting enough attention. Just throwing in a couple of new maps that are actually good would do a huge thing for the game, because in September we got a bunch of bad maps, and since then we've had nothing. So essentially, since Destiny 2 has been out, we've had a couple of good Destiny 1 maps come back, and then a bunch of terrible maps, and then a bunch of nothing, and that needs to change. But overall, Destiny is a fantastic franchise, bringing together PvP players, PvE players, everything about this game, the social side of it, the things people have done. It's a fantastic game, a fantastic community, and I have a lot of hope for the future, and I hope you guys do as well. I just wanted to get this out there because it's been on my mind. What's the biggest problem in PvP? That's my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Peace.
It's cool, it's cool. Believe in me, boys.
Oh. You're not on cap though.
I know.
Rest.
I fucked you up, to be honest.
They're gonna destroy your bubble. They're gonna just. Will they be able to destroy it with primaries inside an icebreaker?
No.
If they destroy it, dude, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Go for that guy. He's alone. Go for him. On cross. He's alone. If you have a sword, you should go for him.
Shit. What is my play here?
Behind you. Behind you. Behind you.
Let
Got
them
him
run
cross
out.
alone. Got him cross alone. Oh no. There you go. You can farm cross now. You can farm cross now.
Oh, I gotta. Nice.
Nice, dude. Oh, what? I thought you didn't kill that guy.
He had flame shield, so he took an extra swipe. Let's go!
Oh my god. Why are you so disgusting?
I had it all planned
You're
out from the beginning, man. Come on.
You were just play slow. Had a smash.
Oh, well, I didn't even push.
He has it.
He's dead. One cross, 2 YouTubers. Getting bagged by 2 YouTubers. Feel honored.
I bodied him, huh? Did he just slam? Oh,
Yeah.
you suppressed him. No, that was beautiful. Oh.
Are you ready, yeah? You ready for this?
What are we gonna do with this stuff?
Stick him.
Let's do the dance as well.
Oh, I've got this one.
I'm so bad at this
bro,
game,
it's
guys.
The ones on your left.
That
that's
guy's
what it
coming chasing you now with Shotty to your right.
is. Bro, you go to the complete.
Time of day.
Ah, man.
I literally just came out of a